Hey everyone, it's Stephanie here with Coach Renee. I hope you all are having a great day. I just wanted to come and talk to you about a few ways to pivot. Um, this is mostly to those of you who are entrepreneurs, but it could be even applied to those of you who are just ready to change careers, might be retiring and have to find new things to do with all the time that you're going to gain once you leave your job. Pivoting is something that can be scary sometimes because we want to stay with what's familiar, but at the same time, we are feeling like we're missing something. We're not excited about what we're doing anymore. Things are just a little stagnant. So you might need to take some time out and just think through that and think through some other things that you might want to do. And so you can pivot and make that transition. So here are a few things um, that I have for you that you can do. One, I kind of already started leading into this, but assess the current situation. Look at your strengths, look at your weaknesses. For those of you who are entrepreneurs, what's your current business model? You want to look at all of these things so you can find that area that is pushing you to make this pivot. Did the market change? Like I said earlier, are you retiring? Did you lose some valuable employees? Um, are you like your customer base isn't growing anymore? So assess that situation first and see what's causing the need for the pivot. Then define your objectives. Goals. I'm all about goals, having goals, writing them down, listing them out, list the goals and the outcomes that you want to achieve as you pivot. It's not good enough just to write the goals. Also list what you plan to achieve once you obtain and complete these goals. So you can have goals like you will gain a new influx of customers, and you might want to get specific with that amount of customers, or a new base with the amount of money you want to make for that month. So be specific with your goals. Be realistic with your goals as well. Other things, this is more so for those of you who are either looking to become an entrepreneur or already are, but make sure you do your market research, gather all the data, insights about your target market, look at the trends, customer demand, so forth and so forth. So you can have, once again, that realistic view. We don't want to just be jumping out here doing stuff, and no one in your target audience needs that. So make sure that you do conduct a market research. Then you can start to brainstorm and generate your ideas and come up with creative ideas that align with these opportunities that you have now identified from your objectives and the market research that you have done. Okay. So you can look at the different scenarios that come up within these objectives that you found, look for new business models, different ideas, different products that you might come up with. Now, if you're already making t-shirts or something like that, you might find a new phrase that you want to put on your t-shirt. So new logos, all those things can come up with these new ideas that you're generating that's going to push your business forward or get your business off the ground. Then make sure that it's feasible. Like I said, we just don't want to be out here doing stuff because it takes a lot of time, effort, a lot of emotional stress comes with it. So make sure that it is feasible and you narrow down all your options to a few realistic, achievable ones. Okay. Achievable, realistic. Keep that in mind. And now that you have all this together, develop your strategic plan. Make sure that it's detailed, a detailed strategic plan, so that you can make sure that you are executing your pivot properly. And this goes for anyone, even whether you're an entrepreneur or not. You still want to have a plan. You're leaving that job. What is your plan? If you're switching careers, what is your plan? Do you need to go back to school? How long? How much it's going to cost? You want to outline all of those steps, the resources that you need, the milestones that are required to implement this pivot successfully. So you want to make sure you have all of this included in your plan, including the risk. Everything that we start does not take off, just blow up right away. Most things do not blow up right away. It takes a while. So make sure you factor in the potential risk and have a contingency plan, because the pivot might not pan out the way you want it to. Be honest with yourself about that. So make sure you have a contingency plan in place as well. All right. Then get all your resources together, communicate with any stakeholders or employees or family members or whoever might be involved in this pivot. Make sure your message to them is clear and transparent. As far as your resources, obviously, money is at the top of the list. So make sure you have that allocated. Any extra person that you might need to help you out. You might have to bring in more people, add more people to your team for like marketing and things like that. Look for any additional skills that you might need to get. You might need to get a certificate or something like that. You might have to hire a coach to help you through this. So, allocate those resources properly, then execute, 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 execute. Implement your strategic plan. Follow it closely, see if you're making progress, look at your outcomes, and be prepared to make adjustments as need be. Yes, you have your plan in place, but know that things change because we don't know what's going to happen the next day and the day after that. So be prepared. You might have to make some adjustments along the way. That doesn't mean that this pivot is wrong. It just means you need to adjust. That's all. Think different challenges arises, different opportunities come about that you probably weren't even expecting. And these could be great opportunities as well. So that might cause for the adjustment as well. And last, always evaluate and learn. Continuously assess. I'm a nurse, so we assess and reassess and assess again some more. Okay. So we're always assessing. So that is something that you want to do once you have executed. Make sure you look back, see the results of this pivot. What impact did it make? What are your customers saying? If you have any indicators in place to track your key performances, what are those saying to you? How do you feel about it? Are you more excited now? Are you more energized now? Or are you still just as stressed as before? So always look at yourself as well. Yes, talk to the people that you're working with and those who you are serving, but also look at yourself as well. And then learn from both of your successes and any failures that you might have, because failures is not the end. Failures is not bad. Failures is what you really do learn from, okay? And they can help you with that adjustment period that needs to take place, all right? So I hope these tips help you. And if you need some extra assistance as you are pivoting, definitely you can reach out to me. I do work with quite a few entrepreneurs and those who want to become entrepreneurs, as well as those who are just strong business women. And that includes my nursing students as well, because you all are business-minded people, because you are working towards a goal and you are pivoting. Some of you might be pivoting from CNA to RN. So that is a pivot. So if you need some extra help with that, I do have a 4-month coaching program in place.